guys, can you see how that one's kind of clear? And that one is not. Water has been making its way around my third brake light and into my tag lights. So that's what I'm going to address, is that right there. Guys, on the back side, there's that one, and then one over here right there. That's 8mm. Got to get them two out, and then this will come out. Make sure you unplug the harness right here. Now that's off. You can see there's like a seal around this. It's hard, and then on the end, see how it's flat on the ends? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off. I'm going to show you what I got to hopefully fix this. You can see where somebody's before has pried on this. I guess they didn't know you had to get the screws out. I'm always finding something on this car. But anyway, let me show you what I can do for this. As y'all can tell, guys, we have weather coming in. So I'm just going to take some tape and we'll put over that hole just to make sure while I'm doing this and it starts raining, it doesn't get even more flooded in there. Just something like that, nothing major. If you notice, this is the only thing over the tail lights, or the tag lights. So if you have a water getting into these, chances are it's coming from here, because the way this is set up, this is just a cover. Even if water runs down in there, it goes between here, not in there. Hope that makes sense. Alright guys, I got this like rubber mat, I guess you would say, from a craft store. It's like a, I don't know. But anyway, I put this painter's tape over the lens, and then I took my razor knife and I followed the edge. So I'd put it just like that and followed it down. Well, that's going to give me is that's a template for where the light is. So we'll cut that out, and then I'm going to cut an area bigger out around this and start forming my gasket with scissors. But I need to know the area that the light shines through. So that's going to be the start. So I'm just going to take my knife and slowly go around and trace it out. So as y'all can see, I cut out the shape of the tail light, or the third brake light. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just got to be enough for this to go in, because see, there's a lip here, so there's room for air. You have pretty much all that room. So now I'm going to go around and I'm going to cut probably I don't know, maybe to right here all the way around, and then I'll show you how it's going to lay up there. Alright guys, you can see where I've put the gasket down. Looks pretty good. There's a few of these tabs and they might get in the way. I got a little off up here, but this is all freehand, so I want to make sure that here and here is got a little dimple in it, so that way it'll sit better on there. And then I have to remove all this old gasket. Now I have thought about whether this is thick enough or not, and it's as thick as the old gasket, but you can always double stack these and glue them on top of each other if you feel like you need more protection. So I'm going to see how it goes. I might glue two on top because they compress pretty good, but I'll let you know. And that's what I'm talking about right there. See, I just notched them two. Them two are sitting on there, and there it is. So that's all you really need, because this sticks through the car, so you won't even see the gasket there. So I think I am going to add just another layer and see how good it does. I got the cutout. I applied some just Elmer stick glue, so it just hold it in spot. I put it all around, and then I laid it down. Now I'm going to cut this out, so I just have a double stack, and then I'll make sure they're glued together, and that'll be double the thickness that I need. Alright guys, so now you can go around and fine tune it wherever you need to, but as you can tell, there's two there. Like I said, all I did was glue stick them. So I'm going to clean the rest of this black off. By the way, this lens pops off. There's just 3 tabs there and 2 tabs on the bottom, and it pops out of the light holder itself. So I'm going to get all this cleaned up, and then I'll probably glue the gasket straight to that and go from there. Alright guys, I got it all off of there, and while I was there I seen some specks and stuff on it, so I went ahead and wet sanded it. I'm going to try something tonight. Maybe it'll work out to how I really like it tomorrow. We'll see. And I have it on there, made sure it's clear all the way around. It looks like right there, it looks like it's overlapping, but it's really not. It's just the way the camera looks. But it'll still push through. Like I said, that sticks out from the trunk lid. So it's just got the Elmer's glue holding it on there for tack and let it dry. I think I'm going to do like a little surprise thing tonight and see how it goes. Out here in the trunk, kind of hunkered down a little bit because of the wind. But here's my third brake light that I did. I cut out the vinyl. It's got a little air bubble here and there, but once the heat gets to it, those will go away. And then if you see real closely, like right through here, there was some writing on the actual lens. There's the Ford logo and stuff, so it kind of looks a little bumpy, but from a distance it'll be great. Now here is the gasket that I made, and I cut out with hand and all that. I actually made a cut file, and now I can cut these graphics or these foams for these gaskets anytime I want to. So let me show you something real quick. So there it is with the gasket, and if you notice, there's a little space right there, and there's a little space in that corner. That does not matter, because the old gasket, it only seated right here. So as long as that gasket is seated, it should do. Now this is a double gasket. I don't know what thickness I'm going to need, so I have a single and I have a double. I'm going to try the double first, and it's basically a reverse process. You put it up there and bolt it up, and we'll go from there and see. I don't know how well y'all can see that, but that's what it looks like during the day. And if you notice, like I said before, the ear was broke, and there's also a little bit of paint missing right there. I don't know if somebody tried to pry out the previous one or what, but that's what it looks like. I think she looks great. So I'm going to see if I can get it lit up. Guys, I don't know how you can see this, but I ended up using the single gasket, and it fit the best. And if you can, I don't know if you can see the outline there, where it's scored. That's because it sits in that groove. This right here rolls in, and then there's a groove all the way around this fits in. And I think it came out great. So I'm gonna try to give it like a test to see if it's gonna leak and go from there.
I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shooting for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with these 16 bars. I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shooting for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with these 16 bars. I won't turn around, I won't turn around. No matter how far I go, I'll never